Question 19. Solve x plus 4x is greater than or equals to 5x plus 8. Let's write it out. 4 plus 4x is greater than or equals to 5x plus 8. This question is an inequality question, and there's a video about inequalities in our foundational math series in the playlist section. You can go and watch that. It's easier to use the playlist because there everything is arranged, rather than go to the video section where you start searching for a particular video which might be down the list. Now there are two ways to solve this question, and those two ways will be explained. The first one will be a normal way a student will approach it, where you want your unknown to be on the left and your constant to be on your right. So let's take it. We have 4x, your greater than or equals to sign, then this plus 5x jumps over the greater than or equals to sign, which works similarly as the equals to sign. The plus 5x crosses and turns to minus 5x. On the other side, we have our plus 8 still on this side. Then the plus 4, this 4 has a plus. Since the negative sign is not written in front of it, it's always positive. So the plus 4 crosses the greater than or equals to sign to the other side and becomes minus 4, because it functions like the equals to sign. So you have 4x minus 5x plus 4x, this is minus 5x. Let's say plus 4x is like saying you have 4 apples and you're owing 5. You owe more than you have. If you pay back the 4 you have out of the 5 you owe, you still be owing 1 more. Or you can use your calculator to just do 4 minus 5. That will give you minus 1. So you just write minus 1x is greater than or equals to, on this side you have 8 minus 4 is 4. I was on a summer lesson and I learned one thing and I never forgot. And I want you to learn that today. The coefficient of x here is minus 1. And you want x to stand alone. And you have to divide both sides by not just 1, but minus 1 to make the x stand alone. Anytime you're having an inequality sign and you're dividing both sides by a negative number, it changes the direction of the sign. We divide both sides by minus 1. Minus 1 cancels minus 1, you have x alone. Immediately you've divided both sides by minus 1, the direction of this sign changes from the pointed part facing 4 to the pointed part facing x. And you have your equals to sign under it, just like this. You just flip it to the other side. Then you have 4 divided by minus 1, it's plus 4. Plus divided by negative is negative. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So you have your x is less than or equals to minus 4. From our options, our answer is D. X is less than or equals to minus 4. Method 2. Another way of solving this question is you have 4 plus 4x is greater than or equals to 5x plus 8. Watch. Most times, students will look at the bigger number with x and want the smaller one with the alphabet or the letter to come to that side. And we move this plus 8 outside. So it's like saying 4, we have our plus 4, then the plus 8 crosses the sign and becomes minus 8. We still have our sign in the same direction. Then you have 5x plus 4x crossing the sign and becoming minus 4x. So we have 4 minus 8, 4 is less than 8, so when you're getting your answer, you get a negative. So you have minus 4 is greater than or equals to 5x minus 4x. Like saying 5 minus 4, then that's 1. Then you include your x, that's 1x. You can still write it as x. Then you see that looking at both, the pointed part is facing the x. You have to be very careful with this sign. The pointed part is facing the x. We've not divided by a negative, so it's still facing where it should face. Watch. Same as this one that we actually divided by a negative number and we flipped the direction of the sign. The pointed part is facing x. That's less than pointed part is facing the x. Since you might want your x on the left, you can still write it as x, but the sign must face the x as it is on the other side. So you have a pointed part facing the x with your equals to sign under, then you have minus 4 on this side. You can see that both answers are the same. So I hope you understand this.